What's up, everybody? Here we're with Inner Circle student Tyler Morris. He's crushing it. He's building a lot of momentum lately, doing super well for himself, and blowing up our wins chat. So hit him up. Wanted to get him on an interview, just talk about his experience. I think this interview specifically will be really helpful for guys watching this who are transitioning from a different sales world into online high ticket. So without further ado, man, Tyler, welcome, and just give him a little bit of a background on you, dude, like age, where you're located from, then just like a little, or where you're located, and then a little bit of your background all together as well, if you don't mind, man.
Yeah, appreciate it, Caden. Yes, my name is Tyler Morris. I am 24 years old, born and raised just outside of Indianapolis, Indiana. Really started my kind of sales journey. Really worked in the restaurant industry. Kind of worked my way up all the way up into management, essentially serving, bartending. Um, really realized I didn't really know what I wanted to do after college when I graduated, so I just stuck with that, making decent money, and then I don't know, say 3 years into that, I found an opportunity with a software company here in Indianapolis, which I've since been working since January of last year. Um, Appointment setting essentially, and kind of developed a skill set and knew that I could do this. And then I found Caden and Trey. My buddy Ethan was also working with Caden and Trey, and he kind of introduced me to the program and essentially got on the call with Trey, and I was ready to go. Um, Paid in full right there on that call, and really lit a fire under my ass to um, get going, get something rolling for myself. I knew I didn't want to bartend. I was doing well doing both jobs. I think I hit over six figures doing both jobs, but there was a cap on bartending, and I knew that, so I had to do something to put myself in a better position. And since then, I guess it was October of last year when I found this gig I'm currently on. I've essentially, quick numbers, I mean 5x my monthly income from bartending.
Damn.
So yeah, it's been quite the journey, man. A lot's changed over the past, I was just telling Caden over the past 8 weeks now. So that's kind of the gist of where I'm at right now.
Cool, man. And like, so you, or like, when did you join the inner circle? Like, when was the day you joined? I have a rough idea, but do
Labor
you
Day.
remember the exact day?
It was Labor Day, so I had to
Okay, cool.
I paid, and then I had to take a couple weeks. I really had to coordinate a couple different schedules. I was busy trying to figure out when was the best time to, make that transition and go without. I went with 6 weeks without getting paid from one of my incomes. So I had to make that decision on when was the best time for me to, really grind and put in that work and not, I knew to going in, I wasn't going to get paid right away. So, really just investing in myself. Like I said, light a fire under your ass, and you got to make it happen. That's what I did.
For sure. Inner circle ain't the cheapest thing in the world either, bro. So it definitely lights a fire for sure.
It does. You can't make it sting.
Yeah, I bought something for the same price we charged like 3 days ago, bro, and I've just been hammering it, like just going ham, bonkers. Like, I don't know, something about that amount of money like makes you just have to take action, you know? I guess for you, man, I guess you did have to connect with Ethan. Like what made you want to join the inner circle initially, like before you got in?
Yeah, I think just talking with Ethan and understanding your guys' network of connections that you have, I think hands down, that's been the biggest. That was my biggest selling point, is just having access to those connections that you guys have. And obviously, the sales training part of it was really good. It really taught me some things that I incorporated into both jobs now. Um, so I mean, overall, number one thing was connection for me, for sure.
Gotcha. Cool, man. And like, so when you started, just to make sure audience knows, you were bartending and then you were doing tech sales on top of that, right?
Right. So I would work, nine to four, 9 to 5, and then I would go bartend 5 to 11:30, 3 to 4 days a week. And I did that pretty much from January to end of October. And then I finally, it was a grind every week doing both jobs, making about the same on both jobs. And so yeah, end of October, I hit a point where I was like, okay, I'm in a decent spot. I can afford to not make this bartending income for a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, and I was struggling. I was like going 6 weeks without making any dough. And I was asking you guys like, what should I do? And I'm glad I stuck with it for sure.
Heck yeah. I remember that, dude. I remember when you quit and stuff. I was like, all right, I'm getting this mofo on a gig then. I'm
Oh,
getting him on. That's my mission, bro. Cause like whenever somebody kind of burns the boats like that, it like makes me a little nervous. Do you know what I mean? Cause I'm like, I don't want them to burn those boats and then have to go back. So I'm like,
right.
all right, game on. Like I'm on the trenches too. On my priority to-do list, it's like find Tyler Morris something. Luckily, Sam had reached out like very soon after that. Um and uh and we were able to get you connected. But okay. And dude, you're freaking like there's this quote that says success leaves clues. I don't know if you've ever heard it. But like you're a grinder, man. You're a freaking grinder. Like the fact that you worked bartending job after the tech sales job, like so many people are so lazy nowadays, man. Like it's crazy. They'll like if somebody works a tech sales job, they'll go home and crack open a 12 pack of Budweiser and kick their feet up and then do it all again tomorrow. But you had a 6 hour shift after your tech sales job, bro. That's kind of wild.
Right.
So like I think, me saying success leaves clues, like you're a grinder, dude. No wonder you're really starting to pick up some traction. So that's awesome. I guess and you can be completely honest here, like what was like the best part of the or I guess you're still in the program, not what was, but what is sort of like your favorite part of the program? It can be honestly anything.
Yeah. I think when I first joined the program, I go straight to the wins channel.
Okay.
When I wasn't making any money, I was still new and I was like seeing all these wins in this wins channel. It's like these kids are my age, younger than me, making bread. And I think that was one of the number one motivations. I was going and working that bartending shifts, 6, 7 hours in an evening and only making, 250, 300, 350, anywhere in between that range. And now, it takes a 15-minute phone call and I make 3 times, 4 times that. So, um, but yeah, the wins channel now I'm actually a part of it. And then even better, you do the raffle. So like my really first month of entering in the wins, I won the raffle. So that was cool.
Go.
So yeah, I definitely, I would say the wins channel. I mean, it gets you hype, it gets you motivated to come in there and contribute to it.
For sure. Dude, that's honestly why we do the raffle, bro. It's not to like get people to post wins so like I can post them. And like I do sometimes, but I haven't in a while. It's mainly just because it's such a reminder, man. Like you're like, okay, Johnny Sack making 1,500 in a day. He's 18 years old. Like he's no different than I am. He just works hard. He just
Right.
put in the work. Quentin, who comes in and drops a 5K bomb out of nowhere. Like he's no different than I am. He just works his tail off.
Yep.
Julian, no different than I am. Like he had a 1.3K day today. No different. Like, you know what I mean? And so you see all these guys in there who are so different and all come from different backgrounds. And some are like type A personalities, some are like, coming from pre-med backgrounds, and some are just coming from like video game backgrounds, dude. You know what I mean? But
Sure.
they're all crushing it. So it's good because it shatters a lot of limiting beliefs that people have. And anytime somebody comes to me and they're like, hey man, like it's been a month. This isn't clicking. Like, what do I do? What are some tips you got for me? I'm like, go look at the wins channel and just like none of those people are different than you. You guys have nothing. They don't have different bones, a different brain. Like they're in the same. Like they're the same person as you. They've just put in the work. They put in the hours, and that's why they are where they are. So keep putting in the hours. Keep following the plan. And like it's not an if it's going to work for you. It's a when it's going to work for you thing. So, anyways, tangent there, but that wins channel, it's probably my favorite too, man. It even motivates me when I go through there and look at stuff for sure.
Yeah, it's like the big days you wake up in the morning and there's already dudes posting at 4 a.m. My time. It's just like, holy shit, these guys are working 24/7 around the clock. And yeah, there's no excuses when it comes to it.
100%.
That's the main thing that's really changed my mindset is like, made that payment, I put that shit on a credit card and lit a fire under my ass and really got myself to where I'm at right now. Doing pretty well.
For
So
sure.
I'm
For sure.
excited.
Yeah, let's talk about that, man. Like where are things at now? You can share whatever you're comfortable with. But like where are things at now? You don't have to talk about like the specific offer if you don't want to, but overall, like what do you do? What sort of gig are you kind of in? And then like if you want to give an income range, that's fine. If you don't, or if you want to give exact income, just like where are things now
Yeah.
in comparison to when you joined?
Yeah, so I've been on this offer now, I guess a full quarter now, November, December, January. Like I said, didn't really make any money for 6 weeks of that quarter. But since middle of December and to kind of give some background on the offer, I'm taking inbound triage calls, strictly from Facebook. So, 15-minute call, kind of doing the triage, qualifying, and then setting a meeting. So with that, since middle of December, I have essentially quadrupled my investment into RCM. Um,
Damn.
so yeah, and in about 3 months.
That's crazy, dude. Okay. And
So to December, I think that's right around 21, 22.
okay. And a bulk of that's been in the past like 8 weeks, right?
Yeah,
Nice, dude. Okay.
all in the last 8 weeks. Yeah, and in comparison, I mean, to net that kind of income bartending, that takes me, 5 months, 6 months, really. So it's been a lot. A lot has changed.
That's awesome, man. And we're gonna keep it rocking too, dude. We're kind of just getting started is the way I see it. Like
Oh yeah.
eight weeks, dude. Like what we're gonna keep this shit up for 8 months, bro. Like I'm excited to continue seeing where it goes. You know what I mean? Um, I guess for you, and again, another area you can be completely honest in, bro. Like if so, like let's say somebody's watching this and they're on the fence about joining the inner circle, right? They're just like, are these guys scammers? Are they cappers? Are they using fake screenshots on Discord to like sell their course, whatever? Like, what would you say to someone who's on the fence? And again, you can be completely honest. If you're like, don't effing join, then like say it. If you're like, join for these reasons, you can say those too. But like, what would you say to someone who's on the fence?
I'd say if somebody who's on the fence and just thinking about joining RCM is to really weigh out all your options. Go explore, other areas to make money, just to make sure that, high ticket is something that you want to put your full, dedication into for, like I said, a month, 2 months in, you may not make anything, but if you put in the work on anything, you put your mindset to it, no matter what it is, you're going to make money. So I think that is really just making that decision and making it sting a little bit, because you got a lot of fire under your ass or you're not going to change. That's what I've taken from myself. I was bartending for over 2 years, and
Wow.
I knew I couldn't go anymore. I did the restaurant management, wasn't into it, and I quickly backed out of that. And I knew I had to find something else. So, you know, luckily I had the connections I did with Ethan, and being in the space already. But yeah, that's the biggest advice I would give.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, cool, man. Do you have any socials you want to plug or tell them so they can go follow you? Anybody who's watching this?
I don't really do a whole lot of social media. I've really kind of backed off of it. I've been trying to really just minimize all my distractions.
I'm jealous of you, bro. I'm
I work
jealous.
I work 13 to 14 hours a day. It's almost doing this is more of a grind mentally than, doing one and then going to bartend at the other. Um,
100%.
so yeah, social, no, not really.
Cool. Dude, I'm the same. I wish I was the same way. I have the same mindset as that. It's just unfortunately, like social media is one of my income sources. So
Yeah, 100%.
gotta,
That's how I found you guys. So I totally understand
yeah,
that.
it sucks. And I'm not good at it either. So I'm sure if I got good at it, I'd probably make more money, but I don't care. I just don't like it. I can't wait to go off the grid one day, dude. Give me like 5 years to get some more real estate and some assets under my belt, and then people will probably never hear from me again on social. So I get you, man. But cool, dude. Appreciate you doing this, man. You're an absolute killer. You're still fresh in the program, dude. Like you've only been in here for a little over a quarter now. So let's keep it rocking. I mean, just super proud of you, dude. Super freaking proud of you, and let's keep it going.
Yep,
Heck
I'm
yeah,
ready.
man. Well, cool. Guys, hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you all in the next one. What's up, guys? Caden here. Hope you enjoyed the student interview today. And if you want to join the inner circle, the book a call link is going to be below this video, so check the description. And if you want to just soak up other free resources that we've built, all of them are free. You can also go below this video as well. Things like our free group, rest of our YouTube channel, and tons of other things are plugged that you can go check out if you want to get into high ticket sales. And overall, just hope you enjoyed the interview.